County playing first base. Takes a ball low. We mentioned the top of the first inning, Cantrell retired a ground ball to Franks, then a strikeout, then he got a fly ball to Colt Kennedy in right field, which right field is a little bit of a booger this time of day with the sun like it is. There's a big swing and a miss. Fisher's fastball looking good today. There's a fastball right down the pipe. Don't know what Armstrong was looking for on that one, but it wasn't a fastball down the middle. There it is. Mills looked like he dropped it on the go and throwing it around. Strikeout number 2 for Fisher Cantrell today.
Now batting number 11, Mike Heimbach.
Here's the pitcher, Heimbach. We saw him take a ball off his foot. Be interesting. Watch that for a little while. See if it starts setting in. Maybe they're drilling at first. There's a ground ball up the middle. Elder moving to his left. Makes a good throw over to Rogers. This is just what the doctor ordered for Harris County. Some ground balls early, getting play, get that confidence back on it.
Now batting number 31, Alejandro Montoyo. I like saying that name.
And here's the right fielder Montoya coming in as he takes a strike in there. There's another strike in there. Fastball is looking good by Fisher Cantrell today. Can't talk enough about it. It's one of the things they've been struggling with is just extra pitches and not putting people away. And there he goes, putting him away. Strikeout number 3 for Cantrell as he is flat rolling today after 1.5. Harris County still leads Russell County 3-0. And we're back. It's Colt Angel, another freshman, leading us off.
Number 19, Colt Angel.
And Angel gets the start with a ground ball up the middle. Good speed by Colt, but he ain't going to be able to outrun this one. As Dean with another put out. And the second inning starts as the bottom of the first inning ended with a 6-3. Harris County looking aggressive early in the count. Parker Clark coming up.
Now batting for your Tigers, number 6, Parker Clark.
Takes a curveball in there for a strike. Clark got it started with an 0-2. First inning he was up with an 0-2 count, got hit by a pitch, and that really got the rally started for Harris County. There's a swing with a looping liner in the right field. That ball might drop, and it does. Parker Clark with a single. Well, that's all it takes right there sometimes, getting things going. It's a line drive in my scorebook.
Harris County Tigers, number 11, Pierce Profit.
And here's Profit, who got a triple his last time up. Got his hands in and just drove it down the right field line and let it rattle it around a little bit. Pick off third to first, and he's back in there. And the first baseman went to throw it around. Clark was in there. I mean, it wasn't that close of a play, I didn't think, but the first baseman tried to sell it enough. Big Bender gets in there for a strike. He really likes that pitch. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And Clark is running. Profit takes it. There's a throw down. He's safe. Stolen base number 2 for Harris County as Parker Clark swipes one. Now it's a 1-1 count on Pierce Profit. Shortstop playing behind Parkler, and now he backs out. Goes back to his normal position. Taken low and away by Pierce. Coach Dimitri, as we mentioned, flipped Pierce and Parker a little bit last game. This is game number 2, I believe, in this order. Trying to mix things up. Sometimes that's all it takes for change of destiny sometimes. That's a strike in there on Parker, or on Pierce, rather. Two count. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. There's a ground ball to the left of the shortstop. Dean makes a long throw to first and retires Profit. And here comes Dejon Elder, who got a...
Now, batting for your Harris County Tigers, number 1, Dejon Elder.
Elder with a single his last time up in the stolen base. 2 outs here on Harris County now. Parker Clark still down at second. Ball on Elder. Elder, the sophomore. Everybody's been raving on this kid, and I see why now. Another ball taken away. Second baseman working. Big hole on the right side. If Elder can just roll one that way, could be an RBI. Ball in. 3-0. Brennan Horton on deck. If you're Harris County, it's really wouldn't mind seeing that. 2 on and Horton come up. The 3-0 pitch is taken on the outside corner. A little leniency on that one for a 3-0 count. Three balls, 1 strike's the count. Heimbach to the plate. Elder, big swing and fly ball to center field. Back goes Otoboboy. Can't find it. It bounces up against the wall. Parker Clark coming to score, and Elder in at second. That ball just kept carrying and carrying and carrying. give an RBI to Elder and another run scored by Parker
Now,
Clark.
for your Harris County Tigers, number 17, Brennan Horton.
When you can look in the second inning, your leadoff batter's got 2 runs scored, you know you're doing something right. And now here's the big senior, committed to Bruton Parker College in Mount Vernon. First pitch taken for a strike. Brennan reached on an error his last time up. Dean made a great play. Backhand throw to first was low. Armstrong unable to pick it up. Horton with a big swing fouled off to the softball field behind us to our right. And he finds himself in a hole. Second baseman still working on Elder. Curveball spins out of the zone. Elder at second on an RBI double on a fly ball that just kept carrying. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Horton. Swing down the left field line. That ball's fair. Here comes Elder in to score easily. Horton around first. Horton going to second. Picks up Coach Dimitri and drops anchor at second base on an 0-2 count, a 1-2 count. Horton drives the ball down the left field line, keeping it just in play. And Harris County goes up 5-0 here in the second inning.
Now batting for your Harris County Tigers, that's number 10, Joel Rogers.
Let's see as Russell County has a meeting on the mound. Let's see if they want to make a change. It looks like Hembock's coming out. And we'll see who they want to grab a glove. Looks like Otapobui is coming in to pitch. I know Bobby Rogers says it a whole lot better than me, so he's about to make the announcement. So it looks like Russell County's going to a left-hander. We'll be right back after this with Otapobui coming up to the mound. And we'll be back with Harris County up 5-0.
Here are 3 great Chevrolet offers from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Check out the powerful full-size and fully loaded Chevrolet Silverado High Country, discounted up to $13,000 off. Or the roomy midsize 3-row SUV, the Chevy Traverse, discounted up to $8,000 off. And the perfect size Chevy Equinox, up to $7,500 off. No payments until summertime. Over 300 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. Get ready to smile.
Let me know. And we're back as Otapobui is coming to pitch for Russell County. His first pitch to Joel Rogers is taken in there for a strike. Harris County with a little 2-out magic this inning. Swing and foul balls. It rolls around to the on-deck circle. TJ Franks fills it with one hand, throw it back in. Oh, 2 count on Joel Rogers. Swing looks like ground ball to third. Nice little pick. Throw to first in the dirt. Armstrong with a strong pick this go around. Grabs it and retires Rogers on the 5-3 putout. 2 runs scored this time for Harris County on 2 hits. And after 2 innings, Harris County's up 5-0. As we're back now, Fisher Cantrell falling behind 2-1 to the Russell County catcher, Trent Hayes. I don't know Trent. I know his dad pretty good when I was at the previous job. I worked at the police department in Columbus with Matt. Oh, there's a hit by pitch. That's a catcher for you. As soon as you take the gear off, the ball going to find you. From my understanding, Trent just started catching a year ago, self-taught. Now he's got his way on the varsity roster and starting today. I heard their original starting catcher had an injury a game or two ago. But Trent stepping in there doing a heck of a job. Taking a Fisher Cantrell pitch off the ribs is not a good way to get this one, but he's a catcher. He's tough. Like his daddy, he's going to be fine. Now set. Little jelly leg on the Silver Street coming up. Getting a start in left field. Hayes got his lead at first. We know Fisher likes to throw over, but I don't think he's going to throw too much with the catcher. Fires a fastball in there. Evens the count up 1-1. Fisher with his first base runner, hit by pitch. Another pitch in there. That's a strike. Fisher up 1-2 now. I'd like to thank Derek Moxley Concrete for sponsoring today's game. Mox, an avid supporter of Harris County sports. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Strike three. Throwback down the first by Caden Mills. Not a bad idea. Hayes getting a little bit of a lead out there, but that's a strikeout for Fisher. He's done racked up 4 through 3 1/3.
Batting number 4, Connor Cox.
Here's the second baseman, Connor Cox, stepping in. Fisher set to the plate. Fastball fired in there. Fisher being aggressive today, something we hadn't seen. He didn't seem like he wanted to nibble a little bit last game. He's attacking the strike zone now. Hayes runs, fastball, and Caden Mills dropped it. Would have been a close play either way. The umpire didn't make a call, I don't think. 1-1. Looked like a strike. Maybe Mills messed his line of sight up. Is now Hayes down at second. Swing and a miss. Fisher jumps ahead 1-2. Mills looks over to the dugout, gets the signs from Coach Mathis. Fisher set. Elder working the runner at second, gets back to his position. 1-2 pitch, fastball high, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 5 for Fisher Cantrell. Fisher, the tall right-hander, stays about 88, 89 on his fastballs, touched 91, signed with Jacksonville State over in Alabama. As he steps off, he's about to come from the windup with a runner on base. Now he's set. Elder working the runner, back to his position. Nope, he's back in working. Big hole on the left side. Bensman in there for a strike. Leadoff hitter Hojo Dean coming up. Dean grounded out to second on the first pitch of the game. His first time up. Cantrell set, looks back to the plate. Swing and a miss. He didn't want to, but didn't have a choice. He was already committed.
Now batting number 2, Hojo Dean.
0-2 count, 2 outs. Harris County up 5-0. Ball high. Here's the 1-2 pitch. His time's called. I guess Dean called time to step out. Fisher way ahead, 1-2. Runner on second, Hayes, hit by a pitch to lead off the inning. Stole second with 1 out. There's strike 3. As Cantrell hits the leadoff batter, then strikes out the side. Like I mentioned earlier, Derek Moxley Concrete Services, we'd like to appreciate him and all his support. I know he was with us at the basketball game that me and Richard Holdridge broadcast. Every football game he sponsored. Every baseball game he sponsored. If Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Kudzu did tennis or anything, we could do pickleball at the rec center and ask Moxley and he would sponsor it. So we appreciate them, Derek Moxley Concrete Service. They do a great job. We've seen what they did at Pate. We see what they did over here on the walking trail where somebody was driving one night and took out the sign. And here they called Mox, and his son John rolled up in there and fixed it. They do great work. You see them all the houses I've mentioned before. You ride up and down 27 coming from Columbus to Harris County, and you see them American flag DMCS signs. That's Mox. So we're super appreciative of him and all he's done for Georgia Alabama Sports Live and for Kudzu Sports. We're presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Shout out to them. We appreciate all their support as well for everything Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Basketball at Pacelli, no matter who it is. Glenn Smith, a major supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live all over. About like Mox is with Harris County, Glenn Smith does all of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. So I do want to make sure y'all understand we are presented by them today. We're being able to broadcast this game thanks to them at Glenn Smith. Looks like catcher Trent's got his stuff coming in. Otapuboy came in and faced one batter. And I know I'm butchering his name, but, I'm trying. Faced one batter and got the ground out. Harris County's coming up with their 6, 7, 8. Franks, Mills, and Clark up 5-0.
Now, batting number 13, T.J. Franks.
There's a big swing and a miss by T.J. Franks leading us off. If you're Harris County, you want to just keep piling them on. There's strike 2. Leadoff batter, T.J. Franks. There's a foul tip hanging in there. If you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook Live, go ahead and hit the like button. Add a comment. If we don't see them while we're live, we'll try to while we're live. There's a foul back. If that screen hadn't been there, that'd have been in the press box with me and Chris and Bobby. Yeah, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff on Facebook and YouTube. He said, odd number for the pitcher wearing spikes that one in the dirt. Otapobi is wearing the number 81 like a wide receiver out there. Speaking of wide receiver, remember it was Russell County when Harris County had their big winning streak. They got started with a walk-off field goal. Here's a 1-2 pitch taken high. Got started with a walk-off field goal by junior Logan Shellnut, and that really kicked off the football season after they lost the Troop. They won 9 regular season games in a row, then 2 playoff games before the 2-2s fouled back. T.J. Franks hanging in there before getting eliminated in the Elite 8 by Jefferson County, Big Sammy Brown. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Another foul back. Great at bat here by TJ Franks. Fell behind early 0-2, battling. Then fouled 4-5 off. Otopobi and Franks locked in a nice battle to lead off the bottom of the third. Ball taken low. Great at bat right here. Got a full count now. Here's a 3-2 pitch to Franks. Taken for a walk. Great at bat by TJ Franks. And you know what? It's nice to hear the crowd give him an ovation like that because he earned that one. Like we've mentioned, down 0-2 and battle back against a left-hander like that.
Now, batting for your Harris County Tigers, number 16, Caden Mills.
Caden Mills coming up. He had an RBI single, advanced to second on the throw down to the plate. They look down to Coach Dimitri to get their signs. Coach Dimitri rocking a yellow hoodie underneath his coaching warm-up. Now Mills going to bunt again, pushes at it. That's a strike. Evens the count up to 1-1. Spikes another one. This one goes through. Now he's going to have a play down at third. High throw, and they get him. Great play by the catcher, Trent Hayes, playing the rebound. Not a very big backstop. And Franks gets retired on the 2-5 put out on that one. Like I mentioned, great play by the catcher to play it off the wall like an outfielder. Spin and make a strong throw down the third. Now Mills is in a 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes. 5-0 lead for Harris County. We're in the bottom of the third. Russell County in their second pitcher of the day. And now it's Mills' turn to play pepper with the pitcher. He wants to foul some off. Georgia Alabama Sports Live, presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. Live in Harris County. Ball high. Harris County hosting Russell County. Now it's Caden on a full count. Hudson Clark on deck. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Mills goes down swinging.
Now, batting for your Tigers, number 3, Hudson Clark.
There's left fielder freshman Hudson Clark. This kid just wears the baseball uniform well. He just looks like a ball player. So he takes a strike in there. He definitely passes the optics test. We mentioned before, Clark played Northern. Their run to Warner Robins. Hit a memorable walk-off home run down there. Memory not many will ever get to say they played unless it was a walk-off on ESPN. Then his brother Cabot played on the team last year for Harris County that went down there. Well, Clark grounded out to shortstop his first time up. He's ahead now. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and line drive center field. Chasing in, dives and misses. That ball goes to the Warner track. Right fielder Montoya slides in and gets it. Clark in with a double. Make sure he calls time on the celebration, but Harris County trying to get a little 2-out magic as Hudson Clark gets a double to center field. if nothing else, you clear the bottom of the order and can go to the fourth with the top of the order. But Harris County's looking for runs. Just because they're freshmen, this is what these guys do. Ball in the dirt, good read by Hudson, staying put. They know this is their opportunity, trying to get some playing time before region play. Starts in a couple weeks. Colt Angel looking for the RBI. Big hole on the left side is the shortstop. There's a big rip to first base. Big two-hopper. And Armstrong steps on the base. Gets retired. So after 3 complete innings, Harris County leads Russell County by a score of 5-0.
Here are 3 great Chevrolet offers from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Check out the powerful full-size and fully loaded Chevrolet Silverado High Country, discounted up to $13,000 off. Or the roomy midsize 3-row SUV, the Chevy Traverse, discounted up to $8,000 off. And the perfect size Chevy Equinox, up to $7,500 off. No payments until summertime. Over 300 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. Get ready to smile.
Now batting number 81, Shane Otopobi.
And we're back here in Hamilton, leading off the 4th inning. 2-hole hitter. He got the start in center field, and then he moved to pitcher, Otopobi. Like we mentioned, wide receiver number 81. So it looks like a bunt square. It looks like he's just showing it to maybe draw him in. He's going to pit. This is the ball high. I didn't know if he was trying to distract the pitcher or what with a bunt attempt like that. Fisher looks over the glove, winds up and throws it in there. Ball away. Fisher was 6 Ks through 3 innings, including striking out the side in the 3rd. Otopobi squares and pulls back. Fisher cleans off his cleats, looks around, gathers himself a little bit in the hole. 3-0. There's a strike right down the pipe. Just feed it in there on that one. Here's Cantrell, the 3-1 pitch, taking the ball high. Otopobi gets on with a leadoff walk. First walk of the day for Fish.
Now batting number 29, Connor Britton.
Here's Britton getting the start at third base. He hit the fly ball, and there's a snap throw to first. Otopobi back. We've mentioned before, Cantrell has a really good pickoff move. He usually has a couple he throws over there just for show. Then he has a strong move. As there goes Otopobi, as Mills throws it down there to second. Gets away from Elder into center field. Profit picks it up and puts it in his pocket. And Otopobi goes to third on the throw. One-0 count. Now Russell County looks like they're going to stick with just sticking the barrel out there for a bunt. I guess they feel that's getting enough of a distraction on Cantrell. Now they're just going to rip it to make a liar out of it. That's fine. Big rip, fouls it off the other way by Britton. Evens the count up 1-1. There's a ground ball to Franks as the Tigers going to conceive the run to get the out, which is fine. But Russell County does score a run there on the 4-3 put out. Cuts into the lead. Cuts it to the lead, makes it 5-1. Colton Armstrong, the first baseman, getting his second at bat. Takes a strike. He struck out looking his first time up in the second inning. Ball high.
Relax, Fish. You got this, big guy. Relax. Take your time.
1-1 count. It was a great day today. Beautiful, turned into a nice evening. Ball high, 2-1.
Ain't no pressure, no pressure.
Not nearly as cold as the last few games we've done up here. And the nice windows put into the press box. Big swing and a miss evens the count up 2-2. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes on Armstrong. Fisher's battling back. Fisher got the old school look with a solid black cleats. There's a big swing and a miss, but it gets by Mills. Rolls around. It's going to be a long throw down the first, and he throws it into the ground. And Armstrong reaches on the strikeout, still gets the strikeout
Number 11, Mike Highback.
in the book. So it's a base runner. But the 7th strikeout for Fisher today. And Armstrong's down at first as Fisher looks his runner. Throw the square. Throwback not in time down at first bases. Heimbach coming up. He was a starting pitcher. Staying in. See if he squares around. He does. There's a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch by Cantrell's. Nice hook right in there for a strike. Even if he knew it was coming, you couldn't do nothing with that. Big 1-2 pitch right here by Cantrell. Foul back. Nice at bat here. Nice hack right here by Heimbach.
Got this, Fisher. Just locate, baby. You got it.
Heimbach retired on a 6-3 put out. The Elder, ground ball to Elder, his last time up. Nice play by Caden Mills. Keep that in front of him.
Good block, Aiden. Good block.
Count goes to 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Harris County leads 5-1. Armstrong at first gets his lead. And the pitch.
Oh, blue.
Looked good. I don't know. Must have missed high.
All right, great pitch, Fish.
You just want him to bounce back right here with the same thing. And he does, and that's a strike 3 swinging.
Only 2, boys.
Dimitri walking out to have a talk with the Fish. I'm going to pull everybody in, have a little discussion here with 2 outs. I don't know what this nice little meeting right here.
Come in.
Had a knock at the press box door. Montoya, Alejandro Montoya coming up
Now,
after the meeting.
Alejandro Montoya.
There's a big swing and a miss.
Thank you.
There's a swing, strike 2 by Fisher. Montoya finds himself in a hole. Russell County scratched out a run so far this inning. Now Cantrell's got Montoya in an 0-2 hole, and here's the pitch. Taken for strike 3. Cantrell striking out the side again. As he's got 9 Ks through 4 innings. As Harris County had to get 4 outs that inning, but hey, they got them as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Harris County up 5-1 over Russell County.
Here are 3 great Chevrolet offers from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Check out the powerful full-size and fully loaded Chevrolet Silverado High Country, discounted up to $13,000 off. Or the roomy midsize 3-row SUV, the Chevy Traverse, discounted up to $8,000 off. And the perfect size Chevy Equinox, up to $7,500 off. No payments until summertime. Over 300 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. Get ready to smile.
Rasmus. As we come back, as Harris County at the top of the order here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
For your Harris County Tigers, that's number 6, Parker Clark.
1, 2, 3 coming up for Harris County. Clark, Profit, and Elder. And they've been doing some work today. Otopobi back in the pitch. As he comes set and throws it in there. Ball low on Parker Clark. Clark hit by a pitch in a single so far today. 2-run scored. Big swing and a miss by Parker Clark. Harris County with 3 runs in the first, 2 in the second. Takes strike 2. Russell County coming across with one in the top of the fourth. They're looking for a big shutdown in and try to get back in this game. Harris County looking to add on. 1-2 pitch taken, strike 3 on the outside corner.
Now, batting number 11, here's Profit.
Profit, who got the scoring started in the first inning with a ringing double down the right field line, just as we was coming on live. Drove one down the right field line and drove in Parker Clark. And you see the outfield shifting around a little bit to the right side. Lefty on lefty, ball low. And another ball inside on this one. Otopobi doing what you see a little bit more pitchers do nowadays, getting to be more common, always out of the stretch. That's striking for a strike. Little crossfire action by the left-hander, caught the outside corner. That's ball 3 to Pierce Profit. Profit, a senior, steady in center field. We mentioned earlier him and Parker Clark switched a little bit at the top of the order. Looked good today. Outfield still shifted to the right. It's 3-1 pitches taken for strike 2. Use Harris County, you'd love to get that run back. You gave back in the top of the first without the benefit of a hit. There's a ground ball. Otopobi, nice little backhanded throw, catch, throw over to Armstrong at first. Retires Profit. Is Dejon Elder.
Now, batting for your Harris County Tigers, number 1, Dejon Elder.
Elder had him an RBI single in the first and a big 2-out RBI double in the second. The center field, Otopobi was in center, and the ball just kept carrying. Big swing and fouled it off. And it dropped in, allowing Clark to score from first base. Elder, we mentioned sophomore getting the start at shortstop today. We've seen him play second, short, DH. Ball taken inside. One ball, one strike on Elder. That's a ball high.
Keep working, Brennan. Keep working.
Elder ahead 2-1. Big swing, ground ball to third base. Nice play by Brenton Long. Throw to Armstrong. Retires Elder. And Harris County goes 1-2-3 here in the fourth inning. As we go to the fifth, Harris County holding on to a lead.
Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika invites you to discover extraordinary deals like this powerful all-new GMC Sierra 1500 Pro, now up to $12,500 off. Purchase the roomy GMC Terrain SLT, discounted up to $8,750 off. And the GMC Acadia with 3-row seating, discounted up to $6,000 off. Enjoy no payments till summertime at Glenn Smith GMC. Over 300 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. Get ready to smile. Here are 3 great Chevrolet offers from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Check out the powerful full-size and fully loaded Chevrolet Silverado High Country, discounted up to $13,000 off. Or the roomy midsize 3-row SUV, the Chevy Traverse, discounted up to $8,000 off. And the perfect size Chevy Equinox, up to $7,500 off. No payments until summertime. Over 300 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. Get ready to smile.
As we come back in here to Hamilton, Trent Hayes going to lead us off. Hit by pitch in the 3rd inning. Big swing. Bender, nice play by Joel Rogers. That ball was telling away. And Joel Rogers with a nice backhanded stab.
Now batting number 22, Colton Silver Street.
That's one of those balls you never get hit in fungo. You can't practice that. Just a jam shot spinning away from you. And the left-hander was able to nag it over at first. And Fisher fired a strike in there. The Silver Street coming up. He struck out his last time up. Swing and a miss. Fisher jumps ahead. The 0-2 pitch by Cantrell. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 9 for Fisher. Ball inside the Cox. Connor Cox coming in playing second base.
Now batting number 4, Connor Cox.
Wearing 4, playing position 4. The 1-1 pitch gets away. Cantrell fires it in there, taking high. Three balls, 1 strike. Cantrell to the plate. Swing and a miss. Gets the count full. Connor Cox, the 9-hole hitter. Hojo Dean on deck, the shortstop, leadoff man. Cantrell looking to hit double digits in strikeouts. And he throws it low. Two-out walk. We mentioned Cantrell signed with Jacksonville State.
Now batting number 2, Hojo Dean.
Pickoff over at first, safe. Fisher does like the third of first and got a good move. Another pickoff over at first. Runner safe again. Two out, leadoff man up. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss. Cantrell really got some jump on that fastball today. Especially up in the zone, hard to hit. Fastballs especially high. Goes to the off-speed low. Jumps out ahead 0-2. Top of the 5th, Harris County leads 5-1. Cox takes his lead at first. Cantrell set. The 0-2 pitch. Taking low, 1-2. Cantrell set, looks over at first, to the plate. I guess it was high. That was a good 1-2 pitch. I don't know how you take it, to be honest with you. Now the count's 2-2. Cantrell set. He's going to come to the plate. And that's a strike. Outside corner, strike 3 looking. And Harris County is going to come up to bat right here in the 5th inning. In the middle of the 5th, up 5-1.
Here are 3 great Chevrolet offers from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Check out the powerful full-size and fully loaded Chevrolet Silverado High Country, discounted up to $13,000 off. Or the roomy midsize 3-row SUV, the Chevy Traverse, discounted up to $8,000 off. And the perfect size Chevy Equinox, up to $7,500 off. No payments until summertime. Over 300 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. Get ready to smile.
And here we are in the bottom of the 5th inning. Brennan Horton leading us off. Otopobi steps off. Harris County coming up 4, 5, and 6 due up. Taken. Appreciate people watching the game. Whether it be on YouTube or Facebook. Foul back. Always get a bunch of texts after the game or during the game, and I don't see them on people watching. So I do appreciate it. I know people, ground ball, Coach Dimitri gonna make, yeah, he makes the rebound. So thanks everybody that watches, especially I know I got my grandfather watching today. Got him set up on his TV so he can check it out. Gets a kick out of it. Ground ball to short. Nice play by Brenton, the third baseman. Throw from his knees is offline. Brennan Horton leading off with a single. Impressive play by the third baseman, Brenton, to get to that ball. Just couldn't get enough on the throw.
Now batting for your Tigers, number 10, Joel Rogers.
And now Joel Rogers comes up. You know, I mentioned my grandfather watching the game. It's kind of funny. The older you get, you kind of realize that everybody had the same childhood. You get older and everybody realizes you talk to other people. As Rogers comes up his first pitch. Pick off the first, Horton back easy. you realize that everybody just about grew up in this area watching Braves baseball with their grandfather. I was fortunate enough to do it with both my grandparents. My grandpa passed away in 2002. We watched all the games together in the late 90s. And then my Paw, there's a bunt attempt by Rogers. That ball gets to the backstop. Then me and my Paw would watch them, God, all summer when I'd spend the night. Then you talk to somebody, and they say, yeah, me and my granddad watch all the Braves games together. And you just kind of realizing maybe it's all over. You know, Cubs fans did it, but watching Braves game, watching baseball with your grandpa makes it why it's America's pastime. Is the bunt attempt gets to the backstop again. Is now Horton is down at third base.
Ball is strike, Blue.
Didn't know if he called that a bunt attempt or if he got the bat back. Just watching Horton get down to third base. Ball in the dirt.
Hey, 0-3.
3-0. You know, the ball in the dirt, and Hayes was able to block it up. If you throw it high, you don't give your catcher a chance when you're throwing it over his head by 2 foot. But spike it in there, give him a chance to block it up, as we saw Trent Hayes do right there. 3-0 pitch taken right down there. Always frustrating as a batter when you get the take sign and then you get the best pitch you've seen all day. But that's baseball. 3-1 pitch comes in there, a little buzz on Joel Rogers as the junior takes the walk. Dimitri walking down the line.
Now batting for your Harris County Tigers is number 13, T.J. Franks.
Is it going to make a change? Is now Danny Danielson coming out for, or a coach coming out for Russell County to talk to Otabobi. And then all the Harris County runners and batters coming up. T.J. Franks is going to be coming up with runners on first and third. Nobody out. So Harris County threatening here to get that run back they allowed in the fourth inning without the benefit of a hit. As Holden Hayek has come in to run for Joel Rogers at first.
We have a pinch runner. Number 25 for number 10, Holden Hayek.
Hayek, the powerful defensive lineman, led 5A in sacks this year. 5A Region 3. I believe he had 15 sacks. Bishop Adams, the junior, was right behind him. So Holden on the baseball team this year. Took last year off. He's back. Now Otabobi stays in the game to face T.J. Franks. Hayek leads at first. Big swing and a miss by T.J. Franks. Nice swing. Otabobi set. His 0-1 is a pickoff over to first. Hayek's back. You do worry about that with Holden taking a year off. He ain't seen too many pickoffs over there at first base. Another snap throws. That one about gets away from Armstrong. Armstrong wasn't big tower over there at first base. Him and Holden, both big fellas over there at first base right now. So here's the 0-1 pitch to Franks. Swing and a miss.
I ain't see it all the way through, TJ. You got this.
Middle of the infield playing back. I mean, if Franks, they want the double play, they'll trade a run for 2 outs. As Hayek runs on that one, a fly ball to right field is bending into the Harris County bullpen. Hayek running with the pitch. Look down. Russell County having action down in the bullpen. There's a ground ball at the middle. Is it going to get through? Nice play by Dean. A little bit of a bobble at the end. Results in Horton coming in to score. Hayek will go down to second. Franks at first. We'll call that a single. That was a hard hit ball. Dean ranging to his left, trying to make the spin and throw, and lost control of the ball.
Now batting for your Harris County Tigers, that's number 16, Caden Mills.
And right now, so far, fifth inning, got 2 on, nobody out. Already got 1 in. Caden Mills coming up to bat. He goes to square. Nice play by Trent Hayes. Blocked that ball up. Trent Hayes, as I mentioned earlier, looking on his dad was saying he just started catching about a year ago. No lessons. And he's played a heck of a game and got hit by a pitch. So all the blocking is here's the pitches. That one gets by. Bounces around as now you got second and third. Hayek down to third. Franks down to second. Still nobody out. See what Russell County wants to do. Probably going to have to pull their infield in. It's just getting, for them, it's getting in the later innings. Harris County up now, 6-1. Caden Mills takes a ball. Mills with the RBI single in the first. He's ahead 3-0 here. Takes that one as called strike. Three balls, 1 strike now. As I mentioned, Russell County's infield is in. There's ball 4. Mills goes down the first base as the bases are now loaded. As we look over in the Russell County dugout to see Hudson Clark's coming up to bat.
Now,
Courtesy runner is going to be
Tigers, number 3, Hudson Clark.
Colt Kennedy in for the courtesy runner for the catcher. This is going to be Hudson Clark coming up to bat. Otopobi staying in the game. Nope. Here we go. It's going to be a pitch and change for Russell County. As they come in there, we'll get the number for the pitcher. We saw him down in the bullpen, but that's a long way for these eyeballs to try to pick up a number on these black jerseys with the maroon number and gold outline. Just hard to see them at that distance. Otopobi is going back out to center field. His original position, that's where he started. And we see somebody on the mound with the ball. I don't know if that's a 29. Yeah, that's 29. That'd be Connor Britton, the third baseman, coming in to pitch. I believe that's what it is. I'm going to go with that. I will say while we're making this pitching change, the Russell County program, baseball program, is, wasn't that long ago, was probably the premier program in the state of Alabama, if not in the Southeast, is when previous coach from a couple of years ago, Tony Rasmus, was there. They had 95 student athletes sign scholarships with colleges, including 25 D1. They had 19 players get drafted by Major League Baseball, including 4 first-round picks. Both of those were the biggest number by any program in the state of Alabama. They won 13 straight area championships. And they were the number 1 team in the nation one time. So you have one of the Russell County was the top program. I think they're the only program from Alabama to play in some national tournament in North Carolina. Only 2 teams played in that national tournament. So that's and they finished second in that tournament in North Carolina. So Russell County program, just incredible numbers when Tony Rasmus was there. They were ranked every year. He was there 22 years. They was in the top 25, including being number 1 11 times. So half the time he was there, he had them at number 1. Had 587 wins, 238 losses. Amazing career at Russell County and what he built that program into. Is now, here we go, bases loaded, nobody out. Hudson Clark digs in. And they're going to call that a strike on the outside corner. Good idea. Don't have to swing at the first pitch just because it was a strike. You can get your pitch. Clark, a real smart hitter, real good hitter. Takes a curveball away. Hudson Clark starting in left field today. A strike. Falls behind 1-2. Clark with a double his last time up. The right center field. Colt Kennedy in to run at first. There's a ball. Curveball didn't catch the corner. It moved off the batter but didn't catch the corner. Hayek at third, Franks at second. Big swing and a miss by Hudson Clark. Now another freshman, Colt Angel coming up to bat. Kennedy at first, Franks at second, Hayek at third.
Angel.
Britton working fast. That hit as Angel goes down to first base. Hayek will take the jog in. As Britton working fast, as now he's got at the top of the order, Parker Clark coming up to bat. Clark with 2 runs scored already.
Now batting number 6, Parker Clark.
There's a strike on the outside corner. It's in the dirt. Nice play by Haynes. Fifth inning, Harris County now leads 7-1. There's a swing. He tried to check it up, couldn't. Britton working extremely fast. Don't look away. You'll miss something for sure. As he gets the ball, he's ready to rip and roll. As the middle of the infield went back, corners are staying in on the dirt, or in front of the dirt. There's strike 3. Britton's come in and got 2 strikeouts, but the hit by pitch is really looming on him as it got a run in.
Now batting number 11, here's Profit.
Base is still loaded now, 2 outs. Profit coming up. Profit with a RBI triple in the first inning. Big swing and a miss. There's taken up and out. Up and away is 1-1 count. Big hook. That's one of the ones, even if you know it's coming, it's hard to hit. Profit now finds himself in a 1-2 hole. Ball inside. We said he works fast. He's got a quick little windup. Short step. Here's the throw, and that's going to be a ball inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner's going to be going with the pitch as the pitcher's at the windup anyway, and there's a 3-2 pitch. And it's going to be taken for ball 4 as Franks comes in to score. And that's going to send Kennedy down to second and Angel to the second.
Now, batting for your Harris County Tigers, number 1, Deshaun Elder.
As Elder comes up, he had an RBI double in the second inning. There's a ball low. So now, as we reset, you got Kennedy at third, Angel at second, Profit at first, Elder up to bat. 1-0 count to Elder. Taking a pitch on the outside corner. Tell this Britton sneaky fast on that fastball, boy. It gets out of there in a hurry. Taking high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Harris County with 3 runs across here in the 5th inning. There's Elder with a line drive up the middle. It's going to fall. Kennedy in the score. Here comes Colt Angel from second. Here comes the throws up the line. And he's going to be out.
Man, that was a tough play right there. Hope everybody's okay.
Hey, we're back up as that was the end of the 5th inning. Harris County scratched out 4 runs as Angel was retired at the plate. Cold is at the end of the 4th inning. We're trying to get used to it here with the windows and everything back to our normal spot. It's crazy we do 2 games and we feel at home with this big open area and these windows, which we're thankful for, and they look great. It's just different scenery.
Now batting, number 81, Shane Oates.
But what's not different is PA voice Bobby Rogers, voice of the Tigers, for he says next year when Joel's senior year, but we're going to try to make him stay after that. He's saying no, ain't no way, but now he's the voice of the Tigers for the last 4 or 5 years, I believe. As Rogers back in at first base. And Cantrell back on the mound as he's ready to wind up and let it rip. Fires a strike in there. Otopobi coming up here in the 6th inning. Russell County. There's a fly ball to right field. It's carrying back. Angel going back. Angel going back. It's off the wall. Profit throws it in. Frank's got it. Here comes the throw to third. Otopobi is out at third base. What a relay. That's going to go Profit, Franks to Horton. That ain't something you write down every day, but you're going to take it. 8-4-5 on the putout. As Danny Danielson not too happy with the call at third base as the umpire rotation had the home plate umpire right on top of the ball in the play. As that's the first hit for Russell County as it banks off the right center field wall. I lost it behind the pole here on the backstop. Coach can argue all he wants. Umpire's not going to change his mind on the call. No secret, both teams kind of been struggling this year. Well, ain't kind of to it. Both teams have been. Russell County coming in with a 2-5 record. Cantrell set. Fires a strike in there.
Now batting number 29, Connor Britton.
Connor Britton coming in and did a pretty good job pitching, coming in a mess. The bottom of the 5th inning. He fouls that one away. Now Fisher's in ahead. Swing and a miss. 11th strikeout for Fisher Cantrell. Big number 26. Pitching more like the Cantrell we've seen in the past.
Now batting number 37, Colton Armstrong.
If he can finish this game off like he's been, this will just be a boost to his confidence and the confidence of the whole team. Ball outside. Armstrong in. He started at first base. There's a swing on, fouled it off. Colton Armstrong started at first base, moved to third base when Britton came in to pitch. He's your prototypical cleanup hitter looking at him. Big body. Got a 1-1 count. Infield, outfield, regular depth. Swing and a miss at a fastball high. Cantrell jumps out to a 1-2 count. Armstrong chokes up on the back, got his hands back. Cantrell set. Throw misses away. 2-2 Harris County with 3 in the first and 2 in the second. Then tallying up 4 in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Cantrell's 2-2 pitch. Swing and looks like it's bending out of play. Looks like you got a hard hitter and a hard pitcher right here. If you Cantrell, you don't want to miss that fastball and let him barrel it up. That ball high left field. Looks like Hudson Clark finds it, and he's got it for the 3rd out. After 5.5, Harris County leads 9-1 over Russell County.
Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika invites you to discover extraordinary deals like this powerful all-new GMC Sierra 1500 Pro, now up to $12,500 off. Purchase the roomy GMC Terrain SLT, discounted up to $8,750 off. And the GMC Acadia with 3-row seating, discounted up to $6,000 off. Enjoy no payments till summertime at Glenn Smith GMC. Over 300 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. Get ready to smile. Here are 3 great Chevrolet offers from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Check out the powerful full-size and fully loaded Chevrolet Silverado High Country, discounted up to $13,000 off. Or the roomy midsize 3-row SUV, the Chevy Traverse, discounted up to $8,000 off. And the perfect size Chevy Equinox, up to $7,500 off. No payments until summertime. Over 300 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. Get ready to smile.
Infielders throwing. Pitching change for Russell County. Ryder Kessel coming in.
Now, batting for your Harris County Tigers, number 17, Brennan Horton.
Harris County with 4, 5, 6 coming up. Brennan Horton going to lead us off. Takes a strike. Takes strike 2. Low in the zone. Caught in the knees coming in there. As we mentioned, both teams struggling coming in, so it's could be a big night for Harris County. Swing and a miss. Got him with the curveball. But, you know, much like we said earlier with the football game with the walk-off.
Now, batting for your Harris County Tigers, number 10, Joel Rogers.
With the walk-off, that really catapulted the football season, the football's team, you know, in a orbit after that game. They just took off. And if they'd have played that Russell County game later in the year, it probably wouldn't have been a walk-off win, but they needed that step up, and maybe this is what the baseball team needs, is Joel Rogers comes in and immediately up to a 2-0 count. Joe Walt came around to score, but Hayek scored his run. There's a 3-0 count.
Hey, get on base, get on base.
Joe really seeing the ball well his last couple of times up. Even last game with the opposite field single. 3-0 pitch taken for a strike. Looked like it was telling away from him, but never can tell from up here. Here's Keisel's 3-1 pitch. Swing and foul tip.
Hey, stay on it.
Three-two pitch taken inside. Joel's on again.
Now, batting for your Harris County Tigers, number 13, T.J. Franks.
Franks with the RBI single his last time up. Base hit up the middle. Keisel set, looks at Rogers. And deals, curve taken away. Keisel checks his runner, now he's set to the plate. Franks with a big swing and a miss. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice crowd here in Harris County. Both sides, home side always packed out. Russell County brought a good bit of people with them today. There's a ground ball at third base. Armstrong has a lumber over and slings it to first. Nice play by the big third baseman. Retires Franks for the second out this inning. Caden Mills coming up. Caden with the RBI single in the first. Came around with a scored a run last inning.
Number 16, Caden Mills.
So having a productive night. Doing a great job behind the plate as well. Catching a good game for Fisher. And they got Rogers down at second. That ball's taken in the dirt. Harris County leads 9-1, bottom of the 6th. We play 7 in high school baseball. Shortstop working the runner. Dean backs out. There's the pitch as Mill hits a high foul ball. That's got Carr written all over it as it goes behind the press box. One ball, 1 strike, 2 down. As we mentioned, bottom of the 6th. Kessel set, looks at his runner at second base, Rogers. Shortstop backs out. Caden takes away. Good eye right here. Really had a spit on that curveball as it was looking good on his way down to the plate. Spikes it, gets away from Hayes. Rogers advances to third on the wild pitch. Three balls, one strike on Caden. Hudson Clark on deck. And there's ball low. Caden goes down to first as we expect a courtesy runner, and we get one. Colt Kennedy coming in again for Caden Mills.
Number 45, Colt Kennedy.
Kennedy, great speed. We mentioned brother of Tyler Kennedy, who played football, baseball for Harris County when he was up here. Tyler, wide receiver for the football team. The ball kind of got away from the first baseman on the swipe tag. Hudson Clark up, freshman, with a double in the third inning. Kessel really looking over at Kennedy at first as he inches away a little bit more. Another ball in the dirt. Catcher stopped it up. Good play by Trent Hayes again. Great game by the kid. A lot of balls in the dirt today, and he's done a great job blocking them up. One-0 swung a foul back. Good swing by Hudson Clark. Just missed it and fouling it back. One ball, one strike to Hudson. Kennedy runs. Hayes throw down to second. And here comes Rogers. Wasn't sure to slide or stand up. Looked like a little tap dance Joe Rogers doing in the score. As Kennedy goes down to second with a stolen base. Harris County stretches out to a 10-1 lead. There's a swing and a miss. That's only strike two. It's only strike two, I thought. There must be three. Need to look at my own scoreboard every now and then, I guess. And now, with that, Harris County goes to the top of the seventh inning. Looks like Fisher's going to take the ball. We'll take our last break of the game with Harris County up.
Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika invites you to discover extraordinary deals like this powerful all-new GMC Sierra 1500 Pro, now up to $12,500 off. Purchase the roomy GMC Terrain SLT, discounted up to $8,750 off. And the GMC Acadia with 3-row seating, discounted up to $6,000 off. Enjoy no payments till summertime at Glenn Smith GMC. Over 300 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. Get ready to smile.
Here we go, top of the seventh inning. Harris County 3 outs away from a big win over Russell County. As Heimbach shows bunt and pokes at it, misses. Heimbach, Montoyo, and Haynes do up for the Russell County Warriors. Georgia Alabama Sports Live presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. There's strike two. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's strike three, 12th strikeout of the game for Fisher Cantrell. Fisher's look great tonight. And Harris County's had plenty of offense, attacking the ball at the plate just like Fisher's been attacking the strike zone. As Carlos Murray's coming up to bat. Check swing, did he go? They're going to ask for the appeal. Oh, no.
Now batting for Russell County, number 3, Carlos Murray.
That's inside. That pitch will get your attention by Fisher. .30 pitch taken right down the middle. Fisher wasn't taking no chances. Here's a 3-1. As it gets away, it's ball 4. Murray coaxes a pinch hit walk. Here's Trent Hayes doing the catching today. Hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning. It hit a wicked foul ball to first base that Joe Rogers was able to snag. Takes the ball inside. One 0 taken high. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, no strikes, sorry. And Coach Demetriou going to come out and talk to Fisher and just settle things back down. Whole infield comes in. Harris County with a 10-1 lead. Last thing you want to do is start putting them on base for free. That's always a surefire way to get a rally going. Hayes done such a fine job behind the plate, blocking up multiple balls, especially runners on base. Fisher set, 2 balls, no strikes. Misses high, I guess, on that one. Falls behind 3 balls, no strikes to Hayes. Batting 7th. Now Hayes going to show bunt, try to distract Fisher. Don't work. Fires one in there for strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Won't be surprised to try to see him do it again. Down by 8, or down by 9 rather. They need a lot of base runners. Now he's going to settle back to hit. And fouls it back to the softball field.
Infield, be ready. Infield, be ready. Turn 2.
Counts full. Got 1 out. Leadoff hitter struck out. There's another foul back. Fisher battled back from 3-0. Now 3-2 count. Harris County, ground ball away from ball game. Ball high. That's one thing you don't want with any kind of lead. Free base runners. as you're about to walk yourself into a rally if you're Russell County. As Silverstreet coming up to bat. He takes a strike. Fisher. I think Fisher needed that just to get back in the rhythm. Georgia Alabama Sports Live, brought to you by Glenn Smith GMC. There's strike 2 by Fisher Cantrell. Told you that strike 1 is what he needed to get his mind right. Here's the big 0-2 pitch. Fouled straight back. Fisher been in control all night. 0-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strikeout number 13 for the Gamecock signee from Jacksonville State. Here's Ryder Kessel coming up to bat.
Now batting number 14, Ryder Kessel.
Came in to pitch in the 5th inning. Harris County out away from getting off this little slide they're on. Fisher misses again. 9-hole hitter up the bat. You'd like to see him just throw one down there and let him hit it. But knowing Fisher, he wants to strike out. He wants to power it down there. So he misses again. 3 balls, no strikes. Fisher takes a deep breath back on the mound. He's looking in there. Harris County defense playing back, letting the runners get all the lead they want, obviously, with a 9-run lead. He fires one down in there.
Make him hit it, Fisher. Make him hit it.
Fisher set. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Kessler. Swung and fouled back. Good hack. Number 14 right here, Ryder Kessler, as the count goes full. Fisher been dominant all night, 13 strikeouts. Kessler, he chokes up on his bat as well right here with 2 strikes. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, outside corner. That's 14 strikeouts, and Harris County picks up the win. Big win right here, 10-1 over Russell County. That was a big strikeout right there. The last 2 strikes out the side in the 7th inning as he gets 14 strikeouts. Fisher Cantrell does. Only allowing 1 hit, and he was retired at third base on a putout.
Great program. Thank y'all for crossing over the river and coming over here to play.
And they go through. We will have a coach's show after this. We'll come off. You'll lose the stream, and you'll get back on the YouTube, Facebook app. You'll find the Tony Dimitri Coaches Show. We got a pretty little thumbnail we got with it on YouTube. You'll see that as they shake hands out here. Harris County with a big, big win. They needed this win. Talking with Coach Dimitri, they've been close. They felt like they was close to getting a win. They just need to play a clean game. And brother, did they play a clean one tonight as they just jumped out early on Russell County. 3 in the first, 2 in the second, up 5-0 with your ace going. And Fisher Cantrell did what aces do and just shut down Russell County. As we mentioned, 14 Ks through 7 innings. He was rolling, struck out the side in 2 separate innings, including the inning where he had 4 outs and 3 of them were strikeouts. So he had 3 innings. He had 3 strikeouts. Just a flat dominant performance by Fisher Cantrell. As we mentioned, the Georgia Alabama Sports Live brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC. It's We appreciate them. Derek Moxley Concrete. Y'all know we got a lot of love for Derek and John Moxley and the entire concrete service that he provides and everything he does for Harris County Athletics. And with that, we'll get out of here. And like I mentioned, we will have a coaches show, and it'll be a very happy Tony Dimitri here in a little bit. And, I just can't wait to get down there and shake his hand, tell him good job on this win, as I know it means a lot to him. And we will check you out on the coaches show. If not, we'll be back for the Shaw game on March 8th. Shout out to Bobby Rogers down there doing the PAing for Harris County. And Chris Gates over here, the producer extraordinaire that I have. And we'll see you at the coaches show.